our first full day, we got to go to Oikawa denim factory. Miss Oikawa shared with us a story about going through the tsunami. And even though this was roughly 2.5 years after the tsunami, when she told the story, it's like it just happened yesterday for her.
Her whole family was gone after the waves were gone. And this lady's heart was so enormous that she was able to take in remaining or survivors of the tsunami, like 130 families, into her small denim factory.
She fed them, she shared her food, the water, for about, I think, 4 months.
There was no power, little to no food, so people would pick up a bowl of tea and rice and literally eat a little bit of it and then pass it on to the next person. Slept on folded up cardboard boxes, and they're doing all of this while mourning the loss of loved ones.
And so you could hear the sadness in her voice, and you could hear the pain, but it was just so amazing because despite that, she talked about how she was so proud of everybody that was there together. There were so many people, but they all chipped in. They only took what they needed.
Just amazing that they went through such devastation, and yet all they could think of was taking care of each other.
I think she serves as a great example for other people in our community, in the United States, in our country, because just how they all come together. Nobody's greedy, nobody thinks of themselves. They work as a team, take only what they need for just the bare minimum. And so that's why she was so proud. And so I came back with that, and I remember her. To this day, I actually put a picture of her in my office as a reminder of her courage, her resiliency, her strength, and her leadership. Because without her, I don't know how they would have survived during that time.
It was such an emotional impact, and you feel tied into their stories and their lives. Being a good leader is not just about getting results, not about just tangible successes, what you've accomplished. To be an effective leader, happiness is important. Helping out others, uplifting other people, that really will lead to happiness. And if you're happy as a person, that'll help you be an effective leader.